Take two with Bobby Francis. So Bobby, in the previous video,
Right.
we were saying you were saying that on a set. What were we saying? I'm sorry.
I was saying that being a PA on set, the starting point of your film career possibly is that you're going to learn so much, and that's it's a tradecraft program where you're going to learn something and move up. You can actually figure out what you like to do on. In filmmaking.
Very true.
Right. Say, hey, I like that aspect. I like the camera department. I like the lighting or the grip.
It's kind of an internship in that you get to taste everything and see what you like.
Yeah, and often they're paid positions, some free food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never turned down. Even I am a DP and I do PA work because again, it's all about the networking.
Very true.
I still get jobs from LA because I was a PA on set.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. And I mean, I guess the biggest takeaway from how we came up with this topic with you, Bobby, is, myself personally, the more I did of, it was the writing, the directing, the shooting, the editing, and at least in my case, people will say, damn, that's a lot of work. Like, why don't you divvy out that work or take on less? I actually take on that much, if not maybe just a little bit more, because I can't do it all, but maybe just a little bit more, because I actually like the pain of the labor of, maybe that was the wrong term, but you know what I mean. Here comes another bus. Yeah. I love the labor that goes into it. I love the process so much. I'm so passionate about the process that I want to get my hands in there. Now, I've been accused of, oh, you're a control freak, or it's just like, whatever, dude. Like, that's what it is. And I guess maybe if I've been called a control freak, people have not been able to, in their own shoes, understand what it's like to be in my shoes when I say that I love those aspects of the filmmaking. But because I lend myself to doing these different things, and these are the benefits, I guess, to allowing yourself to wear multiple hats, right?
Right. You're learning more and more aspects about filmmaking. I think that's going to translate to you working with people better. You're going to learn how to communicate with people better. Yeah. Tell them what you want. If you're the director, even becoming an editor, just just starting out, say, hey, I'm going to try my hand at editing. You're going to learn so much about filmmaking.
And I think another benefit, sorry to cut you off, sure. I think another benefit of, when you take on a little bit more is, I was going to be on a short film, one of my short films a few years back. By the time it was all said and done, person X, I literally did a count with my fingers, and it was like 15 people, and I thought, okay, that's great. And we talked about, a Spielberg, Jurassic Park sized crew, but question that was never asked, and I asked it, was, where are we going to get the money for all these people? Because we got money for like 3-4 people. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's no problem at all. We're going to get the money for these 15-20 people. Crickets. Chirp, 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 chirp. And so, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with scaling it down and working with what you have.
Exactly. Often, it takes money to make a film.
Yes.
I mean, that may seem obvious, but you really have to consider that. You have to start with a budget and see how far you can extend that money. Take the least painful shortcuts you can. Sometimes jumping into a production real fast is going to cost you more money than taking your time and planning it out. Yeah. Pre-production, often people forget. They also forget even post-production. They're just focused on production. Say, hey, I'm going to make a film. Make your first film. Feel the pain, and just don't give up. Just say, hey, yes, that was very painful, but I can do it better. Yeah. I've learned how to make this simpler, how to extend my money out.
And so the flip side there is, you can't. So the other side of that coin is, you can still do a lot with a little, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It requires thought. So
I keep on trying to take away the mic from you. I apologize.
Oh, no. And work with other filmmakers. Again, it's a trade craft program. You're a journeyman. We all have to start somewhere. Learn from them. You mentioned the School of YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean,
University of YouTube.
right? And life itself is your greatest film inspiration. Get out there and do it.
Get out there and do it. Bob, is there anything else you'd like to add, or maybe something?
I wanted to thank all of your viewers and your friends and family about their prayers for you and your family.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do thank each and every single one of you who have all taken the time to be on FILMspiration, to share your stories, to share your knowledge, your insight, your wisdom, your inspiration. I stopped doing FILMspiration for about a good 2 months, and then early December came, and I had to just get back into it. I actually forced myself to get back into it. But you guys are the reason why. You guys are the reason why, because it's about telling the stories of the storytellers that continue to fascinate me, and I couldn't let go of it. And so I just got back to it, and I started ramping up. Sometimes it's me blabbing on forever alone in my kitchen at, 3, 4 in the morning.
Like I've been blabbing on, so. I am not the dynamic speaker the previous beautiful woman was that you just interviewed. So.
Elisa, your wife? Yes.
My wife, yeah.
But I appreciate all you guys, my audience. I appreciate everyone that's been on FILMspiration, because that's all FILMspiration is really about, is about telling the stories of the storytellers. You guys are the storytellers. We are storytellers. And it just, coming from the news world, it's fascinating to me. I didn't see somebody, bringing the stories together in the community the way I would have liked. So I said, so that's why I started doing it. But my wife sees how happy it makes me to be able to talk to you guys, industry pros. And then I go home, I'm inspired, I'm pumped, and I'm not watching football and drinking a 30 case of beer every weekend like I'm so I get high off of this. I get high off of talking to you guys, hanging with you guys, and for you guys, the audience as well too. So I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I really do appreciate thank you for what you do for our community.
Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and thank you for being a filmmaker yourself.
Thank you. Yeah. And you know what? That was so. One of the things that I've been asked before is, okay, well, why FILMspiration? Obviously, I just went through that. But the thing is that I also didn't want to make a YouTube channel of here's how you can. And there's nothing wrong with these. It's just not my thing. Here's how you shoot. Here's how you edit. Here's how. Okay, there's a lot of great people who are going to show you a whole lot better than me. But at the same time, I also didn't want to just talk about, my one production that's not going to be ready till late 2019. So I thought, what else I know. There's a whole flipping community of people who have knowledge to share, stories to tell, you guys. And so I said, I want to talk to those people. I want to talk to those nice people, just get to know them, see what they have to say. That's all. We don't have all the answers, but we have knowledge to share. You guys have knowledge to share.
Exactly. Don't give up. If you have trouble on your project, keep going, because again, that's your best education. It's your previous film. So.
Very true.
All right. Thank you very much.
Any more closing words?
I think that's it, buddy.
All right, everyone. So thank you for watching this episode of FILMspiration on YouTube. Little subscribe button, little bell right there, and that way you're notified next time I make a new video. Facebook, I'm trying to screw my brain back on Facebook. Give us a like on the page, and then also if you liked the video, great, give us a big fat thumbs up. If you thought the video sucked, give us a big fat thumbs up anyway. And Facebook and also YouTube, leave us a comment. I promise I will get back to you a day or two, but I eventually do, because I love you all. The Twitters, the Instagrams, right below. Everyone, this has been
Arclight Pictures at RS Francis, Bobby Francis.
And my name is writer-director Edgar Ibarra. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you later.